This is the dispatch planning. You can see on the screen. There are 1000 containers need to be dispatched from November to May. So 150 containers need to be dispatched in November. 145 containers need to dispatch in December. In January 120. In February 140. In March 130. In April 160. And in November 155. So these are total 1000 containers. Okay. So these are the planning, dispatch forecasting planning, in which we need to complete this 20,000 tires order which received from the South America. So namaskar friends, welcome to Export Import Make in India campaign. And today in this session we will understand the dispatch forecasting from the India's different location to the South America. Okay, so order receive of the 20,000 tires. Okay, in previous session we have understand for manufacturing this 20,000 tire we have imported the 10,000 metric ton rubber from the United States. Okay, so you can also watch that video so you can easily understand the entire supply chain management procedure. Okay, then after that, importing this 10,000 metric ton rubber, we have punched this order to the different location which is located in India: MP, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, UP and Haryana. Okay, and as per the order, they manufacture these tires for the different locations. Like a MP plant manufactures 500 tires, Rajasthan 400, Maharashtra 900, UP 500 and Haryana 700. So total 3,000 tires need to be dispatched in the November. Okay, so this session is also we have understand how this production team will coordinate with the logistic team and how sales team punch this order to the production team, and production team make ready goods and intimate to the logistic team, and then this logistic team appoint the freight forwarder. They receive the rate from the different freight forwarder. Okay, which one we need to check out, which one is the lowest. Okay, so on basis of the lowest and best service level, we have appointed this freight forwarder to the different locations from India to overseas. Okay, so in that session we have understand the what is the actual procedure. Okay, so in that session we also understand that our freight forwarder need the requirement of the type of containers and the location of the origin and the location of the destination. On basis of that, they receive, they get booking from the shipping line and they report container, empty container to the factory for the stuffing. Okay, so now in this session we will understand what is the next further step after the goods are ready. What is the next step to be dispatch the goods from India's different location to the South America. Okay, so you can see on the screen this is the planning. As per this planning we need to dispatch. So in November we have dispatched the 150 containers. Okay, so these 150 containers will go to the different locations. Okay, like a 25 container to the Brazil, 20 containers to the Ecuador, and 45 containers to the Chile, and 25 containers for the Paraguay, and 35 containers to the Bolivia. Okay, so in November we need to complete this order. Okay, so here this order need to be divided in weekly basis. Okay, because that we have appointed the freight forwarder which give us service. Okay, but there is a problem in which just like there are the 150 containers. Okay, so these 150 containers cannot be dispatched in 1 week, so we have to divide it this 150 container to weekly basis. Okay, so for this process we have to dispatch this container like a 35 container per week. Okay, if you see there are the 4 week in month, so we will divide this 150 container to the weekly basis in the month of November. Okay, so just like a 150 containers need to be dispatched in the 1 month, so at least 38 containers must be dispatched in a week. Okay, so this is the strategy of dispatching this order received from the overseas, okay, need to be complete in the right way, like a 38 container in first week. Okay, so what we will do, as per the goods are ready, we need to be intimate to the freight forwarder. Okay, so for first week we have to appoint the 37 empty container to the different location. Okay, so if we appoint the single freight forwarder, it may be they have not available the vehicles 37. Okay, and another thing which we need to understand, this 37 container cannot be dispatched in one day, so we can divide in 5 days. Okay, so it can be like a 6 container or 7 container per day. 7 container per day we can dispatch. Okay, so what we will do, we will not give the in single day the all container to the one freight forwarder, because there are the 7 vehicle empty vehicle need for the dispatched. Okay, for example, we have appointed the 4 freight forwarder. Okay, in one day we have to dispatch the 7 containers. Okay, so what we will do, we will give this 7 container to the 3 freight forwarder. Okay, so that they can easily arrange the empty containers and transport. Okay, so this is the process which we need to plan the dispatch. Okay, when we plan this dispatch, we also need to check out whether what is the service level of this freight forwarder. Okay, and the basis of the service level we need to intimate. So when we give the planning to the freight forwarder 1, freight forwarder 2 and freight forwarder 3, like a 3 containers, someone 2 containers and 10 containers. So what they will do, first we need to prepare the commercial invoice for this daily planning. Okay, so we will prepare the commercial invoice. In that we need intimate this information need to be given one day before the dispatch, because they need to arrange the empty containers from the shipping line yard. Okay, so this planning need to be given in advance. Okay, so we need to understand here that freight forwarder will book the container, but before that we need to share the commercial invoice, and this commercial invoice have a information regarding the type of containers, port of loading, port of discharge, and the factory location of the exporter and the factory location of the buyer. Okay, on the basis of this information, this freight forwarder will book the container from the shipping line. Okay, then the freight forwarder will send this container as per the requirement and booking to the different locations. Okay, then what is the next step? When this container reaches the factory, the packing team and loading team will inspect to container, inspection of the container, that whether the container is physically fit or not to dispatch the goods for the overseas. So they check out the container floor, roof and walls. Okay, if the first is not okay, like a hole in the first, then it can be problem, when because that this cargo is going to overseas and it may problem if the container is not okay. But in the Tyre case, this normal container can be used. Okay, so after checking and verifying this empty container, this container will go inside of the factory. Then planning of dispatch start, like a container stuff as per the order received manner. Okay, booking received manner. Okay, so just like we have planning of the 3 container to the Brazil and 2 container of the Bolivia. So at the time of stuffing, we need to check out whether we are stuffing the cargo in correct container or not. If we stuff the cargo wrong way, like we have stuffed the cargo of Bolivia into the Brazil, that will be problem. Okay, so this need to be ensured at the time of stuffing, that as per receive order from the overseas, we are stuffing cargo or not. Okay, so at the time of stuffing, logistic team also inspect the thing and also need to check out whether at the time of sealing the container, Okay, that the requirement given by the supplier is okay or not. Okay, so what is the procedure? When container is stuffed, this container will be sealed by the logistic team. Okay, so when container are stuffed, all containers are loaded and placed in the factory. Then logistic team will prepare that set of document for the commercial custom clearance process. Okay, so they will prepare commercial invoice, they will prepare the packing list, tax invoice, e-way bill, and the other document which is the annexure C, which is requirement of the custom. This set of document need to be prepared and hand over to the as per vehicle. Okay, just like a for the container, this container document need to prepare as a container wise, vehicle wise. All the detail need to be submitted in the SAP and prepare the document. Okay, if you fill the wrong detail in the this document, then it will be problem. So all things we need to be checked out properly. When this all document is prepared and ready, this document need to get signed from the manager of the logistic team. Then set of document may copy and keep in the file. Then hand over to the original document to the truck driver. So when we hand over this document to the truck driver, we first also check out whether this document is prepared as per order or not. So we have a commercial invoice, we can check out the type of tires, like a car tire order. So the same tire has been stuck in the container or not. Okay, if the container number 2, there are the truck tire. So we have to check out with the document the correct cargo is stuff or not. So in the same way, all container to be checked properly, then container can be sealed. Okay, so after this document need to be shared to the driver, and driver take the clearance from the factory gate, and then this container will departure. Okay, so in this way, this container will dispatch from the logistic team. Okay, so after this process, this container will reach the custom clearance process. Then this custom clearance will be done at the custom port. Then container will go for the next further, and the other next further step will be proceed as per the requirement. So guys, in this session, we have tried to understand the 20,000 export order which received from the South America. Okay, so for that we have imported the 10 metric tons rubbers from the United States. Then we manufacture the tire and proceed this order. So guys, we are just going to end this session here. Thanks for watching the session. Have a nice day.